The difference between making £500 profit and £1,200 profit on the exact same property isn't the property itself. It's not the location. It's not the market. It's the negotiation. And most people completely botch this part. I'm about to show you the exact psychology that makes landlords say yes, even if they've never heard of rent-to-rent before, even if they're skeptical, even if their initial answer is no. Because here's the secret. Negotiation isn't about convincing people. It's about understanding what they already want and positioning yourself as the solution. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to say, when to say it, and how to structure deals that landlords actually want to sign. Let's get into it. First, you need to understand something fundamental. Landlords don't wake up thinking about rent to rent. They don't care about your business model. They care about three things, and three things only. Number one, certainty. They want guaranteed rent. No chasing tenants, no worrying if the money's coming in. They want to know that on the first of every month, £1,000 lands in their account. Done. Number two, simplicity. They don't want phone calls about broken boilers. They don't want to coordinate repairs. They don't want to deal with tenant complaints. They want someone else to handle everything while they collect rent. Number three, protection. They want to know their property is safe. They want to know you're legitimate. They want to know they can get their property back if things go wrong. They want security. If you can offer certainty, simplicity, and protection, the rent amount becomes negotiable. Because you're not just offering money. You're offering peace of mind. And peace of mind is expensive. Before I show you what works, let me show you what doesn't work. Because I see people make these mistakes every single day. Mistake number one, leading with the business model. Never ever open with, "Hi, I want to rent your property and sublet it to other people." That's an instant trust kill. You sound like a middleman trying to exploit their property, even though that's technically what you're doing. That's not how you frame it. Mistake number two, lowballing without context. If a property is advertised at £1,200 and you offer £900 with no explanation, you just insulted them. That's not negotiation. That's desperation. And it destroys any rapport you might have built. Mistake number three, talking about what you need. I'm looking to build a property portfolio. I need to make £800 profit. This is my first deal. They don't care. Nobody cares what you need. They care what they get. So talk about them, not you. And the biggest mistake, not doing your research. If you reach out to a landlord without knowing how long their property's been empty, what their situation is, what their pain points might be, you're just guessing. And guessing doesn't close deals. All right, here's the framework that actually works. They call it value first negotiation, and it has 3 steps. Step 1, qualify the pain. Before you talk about your offer, you need to understand their situation. Ask questions. How long has the property been empty? Have you had any issues with previous tenants? What's been your biggest frustration as a landlord? You're not selling yet. You're listening. Here's what you're listening for. Void periods, bad tenant experiences, maintenance headaches, time constraints, stress. Every landlord has pain points. Your job is to find them. Step 2, amplify the pain, but do it gently. You're not trying to upset them. You're helping them see the full picture. If their property's been empty for 90 days, that's £3,600 in lost rent. If they've had 2 bad tenants in a row, that's probably £2,000 in legal fees and stress. Cost it out. Make it real. So if I'm understanding correctly, you've lost about £4,000 in the last 4 months between the void and the legal costs from the last tenant, and you're still having to cover the mortgage and bills during this time. Now they're feeling it. Now they're ready for a solution. Step 3, present the solution. And this is key. You're not selling rent to rent. You're solving their specific problem. What if you had guaranteed rent every month regardless of whether the property's occupied? What if you never had to take another maintenance call? What if you had a professional management company handling everything and all you did was collect rent? Notice how that sounds completely different from, I want to rent your property and sublet it? Same business model, completely different framing. You're positioning yourself as the solution to their pain, not as someone asking for a favor. Now let me give you the 6 psychological triggers that close deals. These are subtle, but they're powerful. Trigger 1, social proof. I currently manage 12 properties for landlords in this area. I work with 3 other landlords on the street. You're not the first. You're proven. That matters. Trigger 2, scarcity. I'm only taking on 2 more properties this quarter. I've got 3 other landlords I'm speaking with this week. You're not desperate. You're selective. That creates urgency. Trigger 3, risk reversal. If you're unhappy after 6 months, we can end the agreement with 30 days notice. I'll provide a security deposit to protect your property. You're taking on the risk, not them. That builds trust. Trigger 4, authority. I'm fully insured. I work with a property solicitor who reviews all contracts. I'm a member of the National Landlords Association. You're legitimate, you're professional, you're not some random person off Facebook. Trigger 5, specificity. Don't say, I'll manage your property well. Say, I'll conduct quarterly inspections, respond to maintenance requests within 4 hours, and provide you with a detailed property report every 6 months. Specific beats vague every single time. Trigger 6, future pacing. Help them imagine life after saying yes. Imagine waking up on the 1st of every month, checking your bank account and seeing £1,100 there. No calls, no stress, no drama, just income. How would that feel? You're making it real in their mind. Let me show you what this looks like in practice. Here's a real conversation I had last month. I found a 3-bed in Birmingham that had been empty for 105 days. I reached out to the landlord. First thing I did, asked about the property. Turns out the last tenant trashed it. He spent £1,800 on repairs. It's been on the market ever since. So I helped him see the cost. 105 days empty at £950, rent is about £3,300 lost, plus the £1,800 in repairs. You're down over £5,000 this year on this property alone. He nodded. He knew. Then I offered the solution. What if I took this on for £900, guaranteed every month? I handle all tenant management, all maintenance, all stress. You get paid on the 1st of every month, whether anyone's living there or not. And I'll sign a 3-year contract, so you've got long-term security. He said yes within 48 hours, because I wasn't selling rent to rent. I was solving his £5,000 problem. That's the difference. So here's what I want you to take away from this. Negotiation isn't about being pushy. It's not about tricks or manipulation. It's about genuinely understanding what someone needs and positioning yourself as the person who can deliver it. And if you want the exact scripts I use, the opening messages, the qualifying questions, the offer frameworks, I've put everything into my free deal sourcing checklist. It includes the psychology triggers, the negotiation templates, and the contract structures that protect both you and the landlord. Link is in the description. Download it, study it, use it. And when you close your first deal using these principles, drop a comment and let me know. I want to hear your success story. Now stop watching, go find a landlord, and start the conversation. I'll see you in the next one.